promised myself that I would make this video like in an actual sit down situation, but I'm so busy that I'm like, you know what, let me just record it now. And I also didn't want to record it like while I wasn't like made up or anything, and I'm not made up right now. And I feel like that's also part of adulthood. Let me first hear how the sound is going, because the car is like, sorry guys, my phone overheated while I was speaking. Anyways, I think I was saying how I wake up every day. I still wake up every day, and I'm so incredibly grateful for my life. Like, there's definitely times that I used to pray that my life will be like this, and it's so crazy when you are living in your answered prayers. It's like, wow, like my life is actually slowly but surely becoming the life that God has promised me and God told me that I would have. And it's just so incredibly humbling to see, and incredibly so, I'm just in awe every day. I'm just like, wow, God, I'm just so grateful and so happy for where I am, who I am, how I've become who I am. Like, I'm incredibly grateful. And with even moving, I'm just thinking to myself how I think it was at the beginning of 2023, I was telling you guys that I'm reaching a point in my life where like I'm ready to settle down. Like, I want to start having kids. I've named them. The first 2 children, they already have their name. We're ready to go. Let's go. Only to bring them into the world. Like, I would love the honor of being somebody's mom and caretaker. Like, I have so much love and wisdom to impact on any offspring that I will bring into this world, that I have the honor of bringing into this world, or even adopting, so I'm open to all of the above. I feel like, in my next type of series, or not series, but like the next few videos I'll be recording, I've been really pondering about, and I feel like it's an interesting conversation to have, but I've been really pondering about like just really taking into account, or just looking at the bigger picture of who you are. Why are you the way that you are? Why do you respond the way that you respond? And why are you showing up in the world, either to your friends or in relationships with your parents or with significant others? Why are you showing up the way that you're showing up? Why are you acting the way that what has made you who you are today? And I feel like and I'm going to use myself as a test subject to kind of like delve into the conversation of, wow, why am I the way that I am? Like, why do I have this predisposition to, whether it's anxiety or whatever it is that you struggle with the most in your life? How has the interactions that I've had as a child with my primary caregivers, or even the relationships that have been modeled for me by either parents, uncles, auntie, all around you, have influenced the way that you see relationships and you view relationships? And I'm just so excited to kind of like delve into that, but that's another conversation for another day. But I think like overall, like I'm so happy and excited about life. Like, I feel like I'm in such a good space mentally, physically, spiritually. Like, this year, I feel like I've been doing that for the last few months actually, but this year most especially, I have taken my health very seriously. I've taken my spirituality, my physical health, my emotional health, all the above, very seriously. I'm taking medications that I don't know, I feel like most women are anemic, but I'm anemic. I have iron deficiency, so taking pills to help supplement that. Taking care of you know, my adult acne. Like I'm so flabbergasted by this one, because I was like, as a teenager I never had any acne. I'm like, I don't know why it's showing up for me now later in life when I'm literally a 26-year-old adult. Why? And just like some changes in my diet as well. I'm doing all that stuff because I've truly entering into this season of my life where I believe that that in order to receive what it is that you're praying for, but I'm just preparing myself to receive the things that I've asked for and I've prayed for and I want and I need and I'm pursuing. Like, I'm doing all these things so my body can be in the best shape that I can be in order to have a child. My mind, my mental, my physical is in the best shape for me to be able to pour into somebody, whether that is in a romantic relationship or any offspring that I will bring into my life. I'm just like, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I'm preparing my body, mind and spirit to step into this next season of my life. And I'm just like, I'm just like so proud of myself. Like, if I could speak to like my 10-year-old self or my 8-year-old self or my 5-year-old self, like, or even my 15-year-old self, like, it does get better. You will get wiser. You will make better decisions, and everything that has happened up until now is in preparation for you to be able to move in the world a little bit more wiser, a little bit more smarter, you know. Now you know, so then you make better decisions moving forward. And I'm just so proud of the person that I am, to be honestly. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better me. Yeah, guys, so anyways, I'm running errands, I'm shopping, I'm preparing to, you know, move again. So I'm gonna start packing up my things. I don't think I'm going to like show any videos of me like packing my things, or I don't know, we'll see. Like, I don't want to say anything and do it then, you know, change my mind later. But that's not what it's about, you know. It was just, this is like kind of like, you know, what have I been up to? If I'm being honest, like, I've just been living life. I've just been enjoying the days as they come, one step, one foot in front of the other, just taking each day as they come, like doing what I want, setting goals for myself, achieving those goals, and then doing even more. And I feel like for a long time, I just feel like this is like very prominent with a lot of people, but like, I feel like we spend a lot of time pouring into people, giving a lot of ourselves into people, entity, things, whether that is school, church, work, boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, father, family members. You spend a lot of time pouring into these things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that those things pour back into you in the way that will fill your cup. And I feel like this last few months I've just been pouring into my cup and filling myself up, because at the end of the day, I'm really certain that at the end of the day, nobody is gonna care about myself as much as I care about myself. It sounds a little bit kind of selfish and conceited, but I feel like in order for me to show up for you, show up for any boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, mother, father, brother, like, in order for me to show up as my true authentic self in a way that I can pour and love you the way that you need, I have to be all rounded and whole myself, you know. I'm just really excited. I'm just really happy. I'm really grateful. I really hope I don't have to, like, when I'm editing this, I don't have to, like, oh my god, I have to record this again, because I don't want to record this again. But maybe I'll show you a little bit of my Costco shopping maybe towards the end, because Costco shopping, you really need to focus, you know. Costco shopping is not for the weak of heart. It's something that you do with a lot of focus, with a lot of planning. But I love Costco. But yeah, guys, that's me. That's what I've been up to. That's where my mind's at. That's, you know, that's the things I've been doing. Y'all like my Ray-Bans? These glasses are actually medicated, so like when I open, like when I'm driving and it's sunny, I can actually see like it's not just like because is it nearsighted? I can't see far away, or I can't see words that are very, very far away. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you this, but like I don't even know if it's something that I want to discuss. But so towards the middle of last year, after I had come back from Nigeria, actually I think it was before and after, that's when I started to take my health a little bit more seriously, and just looking at family genetics and things like I was starting to like really, really take all that very seriously. And the first thing is starting with my reproductive health. So I've always had heavy periods. My mom has heavy periods, so like I didn't really think much of it. I just thought like she had heavy periods, I have heavy periods. There's nothing too deeply, like it's not hard to understand, right? But I think for me, stepping up and stepping into taking charge of my physical health is also being able to ask questions. So why am I having heavy periods? And it's because there's a lot of explanation for that, whether it's endometriosis or even that you're prone to ovarian cysts and fibroids and all that stuff. So for me, I had an ultrasound. I was actually having pain. I've always had pain, but I'm thinking that this is normal because all women experience this. So like this is normal, right? It's not normal. You should not be feeling pain in your body at any time. If it's cramps, that's one thing, but you should not constantly be in pain. That's not normal. And so I went into the doctors, my gynecologist, and we had an ultrasound, and she told me that, and they told me that I had a cyst on one of my ovaries. The cyst was basically like hanging off one of my ovaries, and it was causing me a lot of pressure. I think it was either on my left side or my right side. I'm not really sure. And if I'm being honest with you, I've always felt this pain, even when I was back in secondary school. So it's possible that I've always had this cyst since back then. And it's not that I've never had these ultrasounds before, because I remember one time the pain was so excruciating. We went to the doctors and they did like an ultrasound, and they said, oh, there's nothing there, like your appendix is fine, like there's nothing there. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So but as I'm older, anyways, so I went to the doctor. I had a kind of cyst. I don't know what she said the kind of cyst, anyways, but I had this cyst on my ovary, and she said that there would be possibility that so what happens with cysts, especially when they're just hanging off, it's not inside my uterus, it's just outside my uterus, is that they can like wrap around your uterus and cut off blood supply to your uterus, and your uterus can die or your ovaries can die. And she was like, well, we're gonna monitor this cyst for the next 6 weeks to see if it's, because sometimes with your cycle and it goes up and going up and down, a cyst they only come and go. It's nothing serious, like it's nothing benign, and it's nothing like they haven't seen before. But she's like, I want to monitor this cyst to see if it's something more that we should be mindful of, because if it is, then we're gonna have to remove it laparoscopically. So I'm gonna have to go through an operation. And she's like, but if it doesn't, then it's up to you. You can either take it out or you can just leave it in, but you'll always have that pressure, pain, whatever. So I'm monitoring it, doing whatever, just living my life, doing whatever. And so I went in for my 6-week ultrasound, and the lab tech was doing my ultrasound. She's like, wow, I can't find the cyst. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I can't find the cyst. Apparently my cyst ruptured, and you know how painful it is for your cyst ruptured, and I didn't feel anything. I was like, it can only be God, because it can really only be God. Anyways, all that to say, definitely taking charge of my physical health has definitely been a journey, and I am so grateful for that journey, because oftentimes you don't have a lot of people advocating for yourself. You only have yourself, especially as an adult. I would assume that your mom is not the one taking you to your doctor's appointment. You're the one going to your doctor's appointment. You're the one taking care of your dental health, your eye, optical health, all of that stuff. and it's all part of being an adult. And I'm so grateful and happy to be alive and well and good. And oh guys, I've also been going to therapy. Hey, I'm about to be the most healthiest. I'm on a journey. I say all this to say, right, all this to say is that I just feel like I'm on a journey to be the healthiest, loving, complete, wholesomest, if that's even a word, version of myself, because I'm in a point in my life where I want to begin to pour into people being future offsprings of mine, either by birth, adoption, whatever, all my offsprings. And I feel like in order to not repeat patterns, and in order to raise a well-loved, well-rounded individual, well poured into individual that is capable of empathy and all that stuff, I just can't walk into that situation. I mean, you obviously will not have all the answers, but I feel like it's better to walk in somewhat prepared and, you know, having a good sense of who you are, and just, you know, just doing whatever. And yes, guys, I love you. Thank you for watching. This video felt like kind of all over the place, but it's because I didn't sit down with like a list or anything. But yeah, that's me. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.